Hi everybody, welcome back to Elevate Your Life and Business. My name is Marie, and on this channel I share life's tips and tricks, as well as I'm documenting my entrepreneur journey. And I want to pull everything together for you guys today in what I hope is going to be a great video where we talk about energy. So a lot of all this personal, like building yourself up, figuring out who you are, being authentically you, it really all comes down to energy, right? In one of my last videos, I just talked about being high value, and that in being high value, you have self-respect, you have confidence. And when I was in that video, I made the comment, and that's where I'm going to expand upon that and take it somewhere else. And that expansion is with self-respect and with confidence, that's not something you can really fake. Our brains are so intelligent that it's like someone can say that, like for instance, someone will tell you that they are your friend, but in the back of your mind, you're like, they're not my friend. Like the back of your brain, that highly intelligent, hundreds of millions of years of evolution is telling you that like, oh, I'm your friend. But it comes off so fake, and it comes off so, there's just something about the energy in that where you're like, you're not my friend. So I want to expand upon that and take that to a whole nother level with you guys today. Because if you've been following these videos and if you've been doing the work and you've been getting yourself figured out so you can get your life figured out, we talked about taking care of the internal environment first, taking care of the inside first, and then you can affect the outside. Well, today is your lucky day. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can start affecting your outside world. And as a matter of fact, you can get your energy to be so magnetic that you can get people to like you. Now, let's talk about the energy first, right? Your energy. Buying now, because it takes time, right? A lot of my earlier videos, it takes time. These are not things you can just snap your fingers and then all of a sudden, everything falls into place. There's a lot of mountains that you have to move within yourself in order to figure that out. In order to get the results. You'll get a little taste first, and then you'll get more and more and more, and then you'll build yourself up to the person that you choose, the person that you want to be, not the one the society thinks or custom molds for you to fit. Like, no, we're going to be our own people here, at least on this channel. Entrepreneurs, people that want to make a difference, even if it's one person at a time. So I'm going to help you do that. Okay, now a little bit about me, and also because we're going to talk about helping other people, we're going to talk about having better relationships with your loved ones, with your significant other. This also helps with the business world. See, this is where it all starts coming together, people. Brick by brick, my citizens, brick by brick. Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? It was built brick by brick. But now that we're getting up there, now that you've got the foundation, now we can start building upon that foundation so that you can become even more. And this is where things get really interesting, okay? And I will also lay the foundation on this video on this. This is a Tony Robbins foundation. Tony Robbins is the one that showed me the way on this. Tony Robbins is the one, I saw him at one of his real life Unleash the Power Within. I was so far in the back, I didn't see him face to face, but I will tell you what I am teaching you today, I saw him do in real time person. This is dramatic. This can change your life significantly. So just come along with me on this journey today. We're going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. I promise you, this is worth it, okay? This is so worth it. But if you have not watched any of my previous videos, please stop, go back to the beginning of my channel. Like the first 10 videos, you really need to watch those first in order to get everything that I'm talking about on the inside. From your posture, to your thinking, to building yourself up, to how you can change habits, like all these core things, and there's a lot more in those earlier videos. All these things need to be in the foundation first before you can conquer this video. And when my friends, when you conquer this video, a whole brand new world's going to open up for you, okay? So let's talk about energy. I honestly thought it was a bunch of hocus pocus, mumbo jumbo. Like, okay, I'm a very logical girl. Like, give me the numbers, show me the proof. Where this energy thing feels like a mystical one, mumbo jumbo, like out there. It feels out there to me. And if I'm telling you that this thing works and I'm very logical and I feel that it was that, chances are pretty good that you might be further along in believing the energy thing and that this might work for you. Okay, so if we're going to affect someone else's energy, friend, family, etc., let's start with the internal first. Let's get a little bit of a review of that. If you've watched my previous videos, you're holding yourself in your correct posture. We're opening up our chest, we're taking up space, and we're having a presence no matter where we go. We've also been building ourselves up. We get rid of negative thoughts, we keep the internal ones. We have physical attributes or physical cues to stop a behavior and then to reinforce that behavior when we do something that we like for ourselves, because we're trying to interrupt that pattern, break that pattern, create a new one, and then reinforce it. So if you've done all of that, by now, if you are anything like me, you're feeling pretty darn good. When you go from down in the dumps, slouched over, depressing thoughts, bad habits, when you break out of that and you have good posture, good thoughts, you're moving forward in life and you are seeing actual results. They might be small at first, but you are actually seeing results showing up in your life. Now you can get to the fun part. Before we go to working with other people, friends, family, business, whatever it is, one word of caution, because I'm honest on this channel, and that is that when you are dealing with other people, remember that the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So good intentions only take you so far. If you are going to affect other people, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Intentions are not enough sometimes. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the meat of this conversation, shall we? About how you can affect other people with your energy. Okay, so I really like how Tony Robbins kind of brings this up. So your energy levels are like up here, right? Like you're feeling good. Life is starting to feel better. You're looking at life differently. Brand new doors that were open to you are closing, and brand new, bigger and brighter ones. Windows are opening in your life that will lead you to portals to whole other worlds. Okay, so all that is happening. And now when you go to start meeting other people, you have all this energy. In one of my other videos about talking with your friends and family, you want to share your experiences. You want to share the success that you're having. There's another way that you can actually have a communication. This will help. If you have another human being in your life, this will help. If your energy is up here, and let's say you are meeting someone and their energy is here or here, notice how I'm slowing my voice. Maybe you have a friend that is sad and depressed and they don't have the same results you're doing. I'm just going to go here with you guys. Okay, so come down this rabbit hole with me. They're sad, they're depressed, they're talking like I'm talking to you now. And you go in there and like, oh, your life is great and your energy, and hey, so-and-so, like, hey, friend, what's up? I've missed you. Can you feel that through the camera? Okay, it's through a camera, so I realize it's not picking up all of it. But can you feel from the camera if you were sad and down the dumps and someone that's all bright and shiny and is coming at you? Can you feel how off-putting that would be? Can you feel how like you would not have a deep connection with that person? Okay, so same person is quieter. And here's the other thing, like maybe they're not depressed. Maybe they're someone who is very insightful, someone who's seen a lot of life, someone who is very reserved. And I run into quite a few of these people in my day and what I do for my job. So if you're running into people that are quiet and more reserved, your energy that I feel amazing can be up here. It can still be up here, but you filter that. So by keeping your posture, like we talked about, you can be in that happy, vibrant, take life on by the bull by the horns energy. But when you're meeting someone who is quieter, more reserved, careful with their words, you bring your energy to match them. And you will be shocked, my friends. You will be shocked. It's not about what you say. What you say makes up 20%. 20% of what you say is actually comprehended by the human brain. The other 80% is infliction. The speed at which you're talking, the conviction at what you're talking. 80% of what someone will pick up from you, it's nonverbal. And so if you want to have, like for me, I'm a sales girl, right? I'm in sales. It's like my bread and butter. It's what's paying the bills right now. So if you're in sales and you want an edge when it comes to getting the top marks by getting the top sales, you want to know how to do that? Okay, your internal energy is up to here, right? You're feeling good. Whoever it is that you're talking to, friend, family, someone that you're selling to, whoever it is, meet them on their energy level. If they're talking slow and quiet, like I am to you now, I'm hoping it's coming through the camera okay, but if someone is talking like this, then you need to match them like this. And why? My favorite question, why should you do that? What's the point? Why do you get that connection? Because our brains like consistency. Have you ever had someone say, look, there's just something about you. There's just something about you that I really love something about you. Because you're similar. Because the brain picks up similarities. And if that person is similar to me, that person will understand my life, my wants, my needs. And therefore, the brain is more likely to pick up on that and therefore actually listen or even engage with what you're saying. So if you have a friend that's bouncing off the walls, and so there's the reverse of this could be also this. So if you're normally quiet, reserved, soft-spoken, but your friend talks like this and they're just so excitable, like just all the time. I mean, their just energy is just bouncing off the walls. Then you, my friend, because you feel better now, you feel better, you have the energy, you got your health taken care of, your energy's up here, right? Even though you normally speak soft and slow and quiet, and your friend's bouncing off the walls up here, and then you can go up there and you can bounce off the walls with them. Like, hey, what's up, friend? I missed you. What's going on? You can see how the energy and see how that would correlate and make a connection. When you meet someone at their energy level, amazing things happen. It's the core. There's a whole lot of nuances, okay? Like when Tony Robbins, I guess since I referenced him, I'll go ahead and bring him up. I want to meet that man so much. Just if only because he is a reflection. And that's the interesting thing. Like once you get into this, once you go down these rabbit holes, like you can literally be a reflection to the other person that you're talking to. And Tony Robbins did that at the Unleash the Power Within. There was a girl in the audience who he called upon who had not spoken to her father in a very long time. And it was so powerful and so poetic to watch that man work. Oh my God, blew me away as like an actual, like practical, living, breathing psychologist. Like he takes the cake, man. He takes the cake. So this girl or this woman had not talked to her dad and was upset with him for whatever X, Y, and Z reason. And it was beautiful and wonderful to watch Tony Robbins go in. And it's so interesting. And that's why I'm sharing it with you, because it's so powerful. He went in with a very neutral energy. I don't know if you can feel it. I'm trying to do it here as I'm talking to you guys. It's a very neutral energy. It's not excitable. It's like the middle of the road. So I just did that video about the rule of moderation. You can incorporate that into this video by constantly, at least when you're going into a conversation or somebody that you don't know and you want to make a connection with them, have a moderate energy. Because see, the problem is if you're quiet and reserved, especially my CEOs that might be watching this one day, if you are quiet and reserved and you don't show your emotions, by not showing emotions, by wearing a mask, the back of the brain goes danger. The back of the brain goes, I don't like this person. I don't know if I want to do business with this person. So you need to learn to moderate your emotions and also moderate your energy. And so Tony Robbins went in with this extremely neutral energy, and within 2 minutes, got down to the core that this girl or this woman had a problem with her father. And immediately, as soon as he got that nugget of wisdom or got that little nugget from her, immediately his energy turned into a fatherly energy, a protective, strong, fatherly energy, because that's what she was talking about. That's what she was struggling with. And he knew that's what she would respond to. They say that money makes the world go round. Energy, gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this. I sound like some Buddhist or something, but it's so true. I mean, I just went for survival mode. I was just trying to get out of the hell that I was in. I did not expect to go down this whole rabbit hole of spirituality and all this other things that I kind of got hit with along the way. You do what's right for you, but energy, I'm a true believer about like the chi and the power of energy, especially in the last 2 years when I was going through hell. I had some really interesting spiritual things happen to me along this path. As I was compiling this knowledge, as I was trying these things, interesting things happened. Let's just leave it at that. And I'm giving you this nugget because it doesn't matter if it's someone, even if you're trying to sell someone on the phone, try to match their tone, their volume, their speed. Do these things and watch how quickly they come around, that they want to talk to you, that they want to listen to what you have to say. And that's why I might not always be everyone's cup of tea, but if you're an entrepreneur, if you're trying to grow and get better at your life, this is monumental in helping you on your path. If you want to be good at business, if you want to be good at sales, you need to learn to moderate your energy and your emotions, because that's one thing. A lot of these, especially since I'm geared towards more, honestly, if you're an entrepreneur in general, man or woman, let's all agree that emotions have no place when it comes to making cool, hard business decisions. The decision part. However, business is people. It is the give and take of people. I want this and I want this from you and you want this from me. The give and the take. You know, I want this Xbox, you want my money. And when it comes to people, you have to have emotion. To have no emotion at all is to be someone that is very difficult to work with. And so to these young entrepreneurs that have made it, that are struggling with their emotions or show little to no emotions, you could be so much more. You could do so much more if you learn to regulate your emotions earlier. Know when to turn them on and know when to turn them off. And so when you're trying to make an actual business decision, turn their emotions off. Cool, hard logic. When you're talking to someone to get a sale, when you're talking to a business partner, you have to have some emotion. Some emotion. I'm not like talking about a bleeding heart here. I'm talking about being approachable. I'm talking about someone that would want to follow you. Because if you're a cool, hard CEO all the time, well, then you get labeled nasty things that woman is a beep. That CEO, that guy, man, he is an unemotional beep, beep, beep. Makes you a lot harder to follow. Makes it harder for people to want to do their best for you. You have to have some emotion. And some emotion, because you will run into employees that are like bleeding hearts, man. Like they've got their emotions all over the place. They are a mess, but they might be excellent at whatever it is that they do. And you've got to deal with that. And in order to deal with that, you can't be a cool-hearted, completely no emotion person. Not to mention, it is not healthy for you to do so. So this rule, this little nugget is where you can start affecting the outside world. This little nugget is where you can start affecting how other people respond to you and how it can help you on your path and whatever it is that you are doing, whether it's building relationships, whether it's dating. This is also a good dating thing. If you want to get commonality with the person across the table, you want to copy you want to copy their tone, their speed, their inflection. You want to get the brain on that side to be, ooh, you sound like me. Ooh, you sound exactly like me. Like, man, like I like you. Like we have something very similar. We come from a similar background. We have similar X, Y, and Z. Oh, I like you. So if you want to get the like, whether it's for sales or dating or whatever it is that might come your direction, I truly hope this little nugget of wisdom, just try this, okay? Good intentions and all that, but try this. This will rock your world. And I don't care if you are a multi-billionaire CEO. You probably already mastered this if you are, but if you're a millionaire trying to become a multi-millionaire, this is one of those key ingredients that's going to help you on your way. And thank you so much for watching, guys. If this was helpful, please click on the like and subscribe button. Love hearing from you guys in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a good one.